I grew up in Ohio. I have two nephews. They live back there. I went and visited them. They're 8 years old and 11 years old. I feel like one of my nephews is probably going to be my best odds for a liver transplant match. Okay. So they get whatever toys they want from Uncle Jason, right? I sound like I'm being a responsible uncle. I talk to them about the evils of alcohol, but really, I want their livers to be in mint condition, like 7 to 10 years from now. Like, sure, I'll probably help you with college, but let's get some blood work done first. So sure. You know, to get good grades in me, you don't have to get A's or B's, you can get C's, you know? As long as it's not hepatitis C. It's a liver thing for this side of the room. Solid laugh over there. Yeah. Last time I went to visit my nephews, I brought a bottle of rum with me, and I was like digging through their fridge trying to find a good mixer for it, but they had nothing. So I ended up drinking a Captain and Juicy Juice. Fucking disgusting. And I ended up losing most of the rum trying to get it into the juice box there. It's like a puddle on the floor, and the dog was shit-faced, but I don't like to drink alone. That would be indicative of a problem. So I don't do that. Has anyone ever tried to do cocaine through one of those like crazy straws before, like the bendy, twisty straws? Just this guy? I thought I was gonna get myself a stroke trying to get around the third loop in that fucking thing there. It's like. Straight to the floor, spooning the dog. And then the next day my nephew's like, Uncle Jason, this chocolate milk is making my mouth numb. He's like, let's get you something else to drink. Uncle Jason's gonna finish that chocolate milk. Shit is so expensive, you're not even appreciating it. Me and my girlfriend just did DNA testing. Have you guys done the DNA? 23andMe, that's the one I recommend if you're going to do it, because they tell you how much Neanderthal blood that you have. Okay, so me and my girlfriend had a bet. The loser buys the winner dinner for a week, okay? And the loser is the one who's more Neanderthal, if you weren't following. So, and this joke's about, like, people get weird when you say, like, Neanderthal, but, like, Neanderthals, all humans, we're, like, all, like, 4%, give or take, Neanderthals, some a little more, some a little less. And Neanderthals as a species have been extinct for, like, 40,000 years, so this is not a social justice issue you need to be concerned about. Throw that down right now, so. And the country's so divided, too, like, people on the left, people on the right, no one can agree on anything. I feel like aliens could land on this planet tomorrow. You'd be like, the fucking aliens are here! And someone would be like, we're not saying that anymore. They're space immigrants. And so we're like, build the sky wall! You know, and you're like, so we're going to take the test, so we were pretty sure she was going to be Irish. She has, 4 Irish grandparents. We were pretty sure I was going to be at least part Jewish. I have a Jewish grandfather. Do you guys know about the different types of Jews, too? We'll do this real quick. Ashkenazi Jews and Sephardic Jews are the two main tribes. Like Ashkenazi, that's like the Russian Jews. Sephardic are like the Middle Eastern, like Jesus Jews. Those are the two categories. So, and no one's gonna remember when you walk out of here. No one's gonna remember Ashkenazi, Sephardic. If you haven't heard those words, they're very difficult words. Just try to keep in mind snow Jews or sand Jews. Like if you rent an apartment, ask your landlord February 1st and you pay, be like, are you a snow Jew or a sand Jew? And then your rent will go up whatever the maximum allowable by law. I tested positive for snow Jew, in case you were wondering. In case we're getting weird about this joke, because I look like a white supremacist. But, I do. I know I look like a white supremacist. I know that because I played one on television 3 times last year. So that's ridiculous. Actually, it was 5, but I lowered the number to 3 on stage because 5 sounds unbelievable. Like, no, you fucking shit. This fucking guy. So my girlfriend, she was like, you're going to be more Neanderthal than I am, because I have what's called supernumerary nipples. Have you heard of that? I have 4 nipples, okay? I got extra. And like, I found out like, they're so unimpressive, I didn't even know until I was in my late 30s. The doctor's like, yeah, you get supernumerary nipples. I was like, what the fuck did you say to me? was like a piglet, and I was like cowering in my little paper gown on the side. She's like, yeah, don't worry. She's like, it goes along with poor urinary tract development. That's like the one like characteristic of it, and that makes sense because like in my whole life I've never been able to just like pee and be done peeing. I always have at the end I always have like a dick's worth of piss, which with like a dick's worth of piss. One regular, you know, kind of wet from the knee down. You guys know what I'm talking about. Nobody's more excited about my extra nipples than my girlfriend, okay? Like, I told her after the doctor appointment, and then she waited maybe 4 or 5 hours, and we got into, like, an unrelated argument, and she just breaks out with this one. She goes, you know what? For a guy with 4 tits, you don't know shit about women. That's something that she said to me before. She's like, you mansplain, you over-explain everything, you mansplain to me. And I was like, well, maybe you're just a bad listener. Huh? Did I win Millennial Scrabble for the day? Or did I lose too many points for being cisgendered? All right, guys. So back to the test. Okay. So I am 15th percentile Neanderthal. Okay, so that means 85% of the population is more Neanderthal than I am. I was pretty excited about that. My girlfriend ended up being, and you're not going to believe this, she's from Quincy, Massachusetts. She is 96th percentile Neanderthal. 96 percentile. I was laughing so hard she was getting like pissed at me, like I fucked with her kid, like I was taking like twigs and leaves and scraping them in before she sent them off. I was like crying. Is that a thing that Neanderthals did a lot of too? You're crying too much. She's like, settle down. Let me buy you a cocktail. Like, what do you people even drink? Fucking fermented lizard milk? So yeah, well, I paid $99 for that test. You paid $79 because you got it on sale 2 weeks later. I think that proved you were a Jew before you even spit into the fucking test tube. I was like, your drunken Irish ancestors just fucked anything that rolled out of the forest, okay? And in conclusion, everybody, I got to run, but I went to jail for 3 days, okay, for unrelated to all these jokes, completely unrelated. A little drinking and driving misunderstanding, and be careful next week. This was Super Bowl weekend. After the Super Bowl, 2:30 in the morning, pulling out of McDonald's drive-thru, I get pulled over. Somehow the cops cracked the case that I've been drinking. Very good cops in this town. So I get cuffed and taken away. My buddy was sitting in the passenger seat of my car. The cop looks over and he taps on the window with a flashlight. He goes, son, are you sober enough to get this vehicle home? And my buddy goes, sir, until you said something, I didn't realize I was in a car. Thank you guys. Enjoy the rest of the show!